Yeah, man. Let the window up. And so, yeah, I definitely feel like information, especially, I just feel like it's all of our duty to kind of share and important information. And I don't think you have to be in a certain party to have to have open ears and an open mind to receive it or not receive it. I think you should be willing to listen to all information, whether it's coming from a Democrat, Republican, white or black or whatever, different color man, Asian, Puerto Rican, all of those different things. We have to have an open mind to all things. And it don't seem like that's the reality of things. So anyway, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it to my Democrat friends that have come to hate me if I tell the truth about certain things. I've been talking for a while about dyes in our food. And why have I been doing it? Obviously, it's a huge thing. Not just me, but, we picking up on the facts that our health, they're going to kill us through our health. The life expectancy is going down. The age is going down for that. Other countries are catching up to us in health. And so I've been talking about a lot with the schools. And not too long ago, I gave an update on how the schools, they realize, or not just the schools, but the government, I should say, there is an effort amongst the people, you, me, you, me, you, and your families, to be healthy, to live longer, to eat better, to do better, to exercise. The government knows this. Not Democrats knows this. Not Republicans knows this. Not independents. Not the Green Party. The government knows this. And so I've been seeing different ways of them. We just saw Brother Rizzo. Rizzo Islam. Talking about, and this is something that he didn't just start talking about. And I also want to say this is somebody that RFK actually goes and talk to. This guy could pick up. Rizzo could pick up RFK and actually talk to him. Pick up the phone and actually talk to him. So he's been talking about how they're going to, put this stuff in our diet soon. If you're not going to take the vaccine, if you're not going to let us vaccinate you, we're going to put it in your diet. In other words, you're going to buy it yourself, not from Pfizer, but from Walmart, from Publix, from Winn-Dixie, from a bag of cabbage, from a bag of lettuce, from a tomato that you're trying to eat. They are finding out different ways. Look, don't take my word for it. Look it up. Just like the bug diet that Bill Gates is coming out with. They're going to have you eating bugs, and they're going to have you doing it lawfully, politically. All right, so what am I talking about? I got to this to say this. I'm gonna release a video. I just learned today is supposed to be Dr. Seuss's birthday. And so they're feeding our children green eggs and ham. Green eggs. Are they talking about green eggs? We know eggs can turn green if you don't cook them, or if you cook them and leave them out too long. But they're not talking about green eggs like that. They're talking about, let's just rephrase it. More dyes and ham. Green eggs and ham. Dr. Seuss birthday. So they're figuring out another way to give our kids more dye. More dyes. More poison. It's a big, huge thing to, get this dyes in our foods. And probably a month or two ago, I talked to y'all about going to a school one day. That's what I do. I deliver these foods to these schools. And so I'm seeing what they're giving our Head Starts, our kindergartens, first, second grade, all the way up to 12th grade graders, our students, our children. I'm seeing what they're giving them. And they do, like I say, that's the easiest way to get it. Right through your school's food. The kids gonna eat. Especially if they're young, it look fun. Green, broccoli. Yes, that's what color I found it to be when I was young. But now I just saw broccoli. I talked about it not too long ago. Orange broccoli. Yellow broccoli. Red broccoli. Red cauliflower, green cauliflower, orange cauliflower, pink, yellow, all of these different colors. Those are dyes that they are feeding our children. They are getting smarter, I guess, and they're getting around the parents who call themselves getting smart. And they are going to poison our kids and our food. Look at the video that I post behind me, behind this video immediately. Please look at it. You'll see the green eggs and ham, of course. You'll hear me talking in the video, but I'm not saying anything negative because, you know, I had to allow the school, you know, let me do it. And so I'm just doing it as if I'm excited about it. And they didn't know my goal or trajectory. So I'm not saying much about it, but I just put my camera on it real quick because I played it off and act like I was excited for Dr. Seuss's birthday. Look, I talk about it all the time. They give us so many different holidays on the American calendar. That is another way that's part of the inclusivity. That's part of being included. They use the calendar to help with the inclusive. All right. And so with that calendar comes emotion, feeling. It comes, it helps those kids and everybody feel a part of whatever else is happening. So now any kid who feel like they're going to celebrate Dr. Seuss's birthday, of course he wants green eggs and ham. You should have saw all of the cafeteria workers. They were dressed up in Dr. Seuss clothes. So why wouldn't they eat this diet? Why would they not take a part in it? And this is what I'm telling you. Be careful of what things, you know, I'm almost certain you hear me talk about homeschooling our children. I'm almost certain that's some of the only ways to get away from these programs that the school is going to institute against our kids. Some of the things that they are trying to pass will come through the school system. So homeschooling might be one of the only and the safest ways. And by the way, who supports homeschooling? Who supports charter schools? The current administration. Who don't? The Democrats. The Democrats shut down so many contracts for homeschooling. So many different ways of getting charter schools open. And so understand that the Democrats are shutting down a lot of ways of equality, of freedom, of self-determination, and of healthy health, good health. Maha. And so, yeah, we have to be careful of that. And it's just something I just went in and I saw these green eggs and ham, and I learned about old great Dr. Seuss and his birthday. And of course, we all remember the book, you know, about green eggs and ham. So Dr. Seuss. And so, yeah, man, as I say this, man, y'all pay attention to how the school makes our children feel a part of something by all of these different holidays. You know, I talked about, you know, Valentine's Day, you know, and I'm looking at a classroom full of 3-year-olds give out different. I saw the list, and the list was a list of school, I guess the kids, and by each kid name it had their gender. Ain't that funny? Isn't that funny? The hypocrisy. So by each kid name it had their gender, girl, boy. And so they're buying the heart shape, all of this stuff, and they're having the little girls give little boys gifts, and the little boys give little girls their little gifts. What the hell are they doing? What are they doing this for? And I mean, you know, it's cute, whatever. Somebody might look at it and say, "Oh, it's cute, man." But what I'm saying is, these same 3-year-olds wasn't reading and writing, wasn't even properly tying their shoes, wasn't doing these things, you know. So it's away with the education, and we hear how bad the education is for our North American, our kids in the United States, you know, in these schools. We hear where the education is as far as I'm having a moment right on the camera while I'm driving. Hey, that's up. So where the education level is as far as in competition with other countries, and we ain't doing how we should be doing. And so, you know, we see that education ain't something that we need to take for granted, but in America they are, and they feeling like it's more important to have inclusivity. It's more important to do things and make your child feel, I mean, of course, all of that stuff is important too, but we can't be bypassing no education. And so we see that the schoolhouse is a place, instead of teaching, now they feel it's a place of indoctrination, of a place of indoctrination, a place of feeling included. No more education, no real education being taught there. So we definitely have to do like we've been doing and teach at home too. But when your child spends that much time at the schoolhouse, it seems like the things that you learn or start teaching at home, it seems like some type of practice and repetition would also be happening at school. And that's not the case. It used to be, but it's not the case. And so I'm just saying all of these different things I've seen instituted at the schoolhouse level or disregarded at the schoolhouse level. And this is we have to be careful and really attentive of that, because they'll teach our kids anything except for the stuff that they actually need to survive in this life. They'll teach them how to, change their gender, how to feel good, how to actually, feel like America is a place that offers safe spaces everywhere, feeling like nobody can hurt your feelings. They'll teach you all kind of stuff, except for they don't feel like our education or the kids' education, is that important. And we can't let that happen. We can't let that happen. If you're finding this message is important, I appreciate it. God is awesome. Take a minute and look up where our children fall in education. Take a minute and look up how many eligible middle school kids are can read at their grade level, especially 8th grade and up or 6th grade and up. Find out how many of our black kids in particular can't even read on their grade level. Find out how many black kids in particular can't do math on their grade level. And these are things that are really continuously hurting our community. So we got to stop it. And we got to I don't care if they black or white, get the bootlickers out of your face. They are only trying to protect their future because it is so much payment. It's so much money for politicians, especially these black ones, that are willing to sell out their community. They need them to tell them it's always racism. They need them to tell the people it's not you, it's the system against you. They need those type of people. And then as soon as they tell those people to change the note and say something different, they'll do that too. Watch out for them. Be on guard. Get them out your face. Get them out your ear. But watch this video that I post next. Be careful. Homeschooling is not a bad idea. Be careful of our children's health. They are going to poison them through school. You're going to see me post green eggs next. You heard me talk about green. All 3 or 4 different colors of broccoli, 4 or 5 different colors of cauliflower. All of those are dyes in our children's foods. And they're going to continue figuring out ways to poison our kids, to vaccinate our children and us through food and through legal ways that it can be justified. God is good. Look into it. Don't take my word for it, but there's plenty of information out there about it. Actual information, real information. So you can't get away from it. And when I say information, I mean, proof. Kind of like the video coming up next. God is good. If you have an opportunity, bless somebody today with a word of inspiration, a word of encouragement, a word of strength, of building up. Bless somebody today with a morsel if you can. Bless somebody today with a quarter or $1 if you can. God is good. That opportunity will come. A lot of times it comes and we're not listening or watching. Today, be attentive of that. All right. Each one, teach one, touch all. Peace.